Welcome everybody to the First and 49ers podcast. Cole McMahon here, and today we got a special episode. I'm interviewing that 49er guy, aka Steven Navarro, and author of The Life of the Faithful. I got it right here. Steven, how you doing today? Thanks for joining.
Hey, thank you for having me, man. Doing pretty good, man. I'm doing really well.
So, let's just start right into it. I think the first question we got to ask is, how did you become a Niner fan? How long have you been a Niner fan for?
Man, I'm 37 years old right now. So I've been a Niner fan since I was like 8 years old, 9 years old, man. It's been a long time. Since the 90s for sure. I was a little kid.
I love it. So, what was your favorite moment as a kid growing up as a Niner fan? What kind of reminded
Honest,
you most?
it's always that one that sticks in my mind, man. It's the TO catch, the TO from Steve Young to TO, that catch number two. I think that's when I can remember. That was when the day I became a crazy Niner fan. I saw my uncle and his friend go nuts after that game. I'm like, I want to be just like those guys.
I love it. And I was actually kind of assuming that was going to be it because in your book, that's actually one of the pages on here. It was actually my favorite page of
Yes.
this whole book. So, if you guys don't know yet, Steven also, when he gives you a book, when you buy a book, this was like the coolest thing. He just sent me a cool little note just saying, "To Cole, bang bang Niner gang, stay blessed, remain faithful." Yeah, just tell me kind of a little bit. What was your inspiration? Like, why did you want to make a book?
Yeah, I mean it's a good question. I mean, it's just I've never seen it been done before. I've never seen it, a book before for the 49er faithful. So I felt like I had to do it, and I had two little kids and they got their books laying around everywhere and I was kind of tired of reading the same books all the time and the same Dr. Seuss books and the same Harry Potter books and I was like, okay, let me try to write something that I'm going to like and I'm going to enjoy and I had to write the Niner book, and so I started going. It took me about 8 months, man, and I'm really happy with the finished product, and I think a lot of people have been happy. I've been getting a lot of feedback, and I'm just really excited and really appreciative of all the fans and yeah, man, all the love that I've been getting so far.
I love it. So like, what was your inspiration for making the book outside of that? Like, just like for your kids mainly, or you just wanted to spread the word about the
Yeah,
faithful?
definitely. Like I said, just to have something different, right? Because I'm a hardcore Niner fan. And I believe a lot of us are, right? And we've seen it all. We've seen it all. We have it all,
Mm,
And I feel like everybody's man cave. Every little kid was just we were missing something. And I feel
right.
like this is like I don't want to be conceited or act a big head, but it sits. I feel like it sits right there next to a bobblehead. If you have a bobblehead on a top shelf, this book, after you're done reading it, should go up there in that top shelf with that bobblehead.
I love it. That's cool. Yeah. I can't even remember. Yeah. Like what you said, like I've never remember seeing a 49er book, especially when I was little. So I kind of wish I had
Yeah,
this when I was little. And I can't wait
I
like
know,
to
right?
have kids one day and get to read it with them because it kind of has like that Dr. Seuss. I like the little rhymes you put in there and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
And it even has like
I
inspirational stuff too.
That was the goal, man. I mean, I'm a big kid at heart, right? So, your life can be very serious and jobs and everything can be very overwhelming. Relationships can be overwhelming. And this is just something to break up all that, and feel like a little kid again. And just, it's a book for all ages, man. It's the best. I love it. So people, when people ask, what's the age group? I hate that question because it's like, I say from 1 years old to 100 years old. Like there's a piece for everybody. There's a page for everybody can relate. There's somebody every age can relate to a page.
Yeah. Like we're just reading the book too, and we talked about this before you came on and everything, how a lot of the pages are inspired by like real life events from like your life and everything, like actual photos and stuff like that. I want to talk about that a bit.
Yeah, yeah. So that was another thing that I wanted to do as well, right? With the new technology nowadays, things are a little bit easier, right? AI and stuff. So I have all these photos, I have all these memories of the games, and I have all these pictures of my kids and family members. And I'm like, what am I doing with these pictures? What can I do with them? And I was able to convert some of these pictures that I have into the book. I was able to make them AI and cartoony, and was able to put them in the book. And so that's what I did. So half the images are real people,
Mm,
real from the real gallery, and the other half of the images were hand drawn by my illustrator Sergio, which he did really well on the other half of the images. So it's the life of a faithful, man. It's a mixture of a bunch of different people and real events, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like it's real people, and I feel like everybody can really relate to it.
Yeah, I think it's just so personalized. You could tell that it's like your personal experiences, and I feel like that's kind of what resonated to me, and I feel like it's going to resonate to all Niner fans as well. It's like we've kind of lived these moments, and I think you did a great job doing that with the book.
I
So
appreciate that, Cole. Thank you for that, man. That's what keeps me going is the people liking the book.
yeah. So how was the process of making the book? Like, did you experience any like writer block or any challenges, or even
Oh,
just
bro, yeah. So I had a full time job, and I quit the job once the book was published. I quit my job recently to pursue this, to pursue my dream of making books and more books. This is one of my dreams is to do something that I love, and I when I was making a book, I was loving it. I was enjoying writing the book, and the juices were flowing, and I felt like a kid, and then the creativeness was just out there, and it was a blank canvas for me, right? It was a blank canvas, and I was just going for it. And so I enjoyed it so much, and I had so much confidence in myself. Once it was done, I decided to quit my job. I used to work on the Marine base, and so it was a big move. A lot of people were like, "What are you doing for a book, for a kid's book? You're gonna quit all this good money?" I was like, "Man, it's sometimes it's not all about the money, you know. I mean, money's good, but being happy and seeing the kids smile and just you doing something Niner related, that's what I really wanted to do, and that's what I'm doing right now. It's been about over a month that the book's been published, and stopping one city at a time, one chapter, 49er chapters at a time, and just spreading the book out there. My goal is to have every faithful get this book as much as it can, and then maybe ultimate goal would be in the team store, right? But we'll see about that.
cool? Yeah, yeah. So just talking about like spreading out like the word for the book and everything. I know that we just talked about it too. You just the other weekend you just went up kind of like a little book tour and everything, going up to the Niners game. Can you talk about that? Like where you stopped and
Yeah. So I'm from Arizona. I live in the city called Yuma, Arizona. It's real down south here, and I just started traveling. I said I had a goal. Okay, I'm gonna go to the first home opener. So I made a trip out of it, right? So I stopped in SoCal, San Diego, and stayed there and promoted the book with some of the Niner fans there. I mean, we had fans all over the world. You know that, right? And
Mhm.
so me being the president of the chapter, or I'm not the president no more. I'm the I passed it on to my buddy Jose, which is doing a good job. But I had connections of all the chapters and all the presidents, and I just let them know, hey, I'm kind of coming your way, going through your city. And so I stopped everywhere I could before I got to the Bay, and yeah, I just communicated with all the faithfuls and just kind of showed them what I have here, and it was nothing but good and positive, feedback from everybody. So I made it all the way to the Bay finally, and we were watched the game, home opener, and it was just a great weekend. The whole week was a journey, man. It was a journey.
That's really cool. Do you plan on going out anywhere else to try to distribute the book, or now that you're back home, just kind of spread the word out through social media now?
Yeah, I have so many different ideas, and when I got there to the Bay, I've met a lot of contacts. So it's time to spread the word, as much as I can on social media, podcasts such as yours. You're the first one, man. I'm getting my feet wet, and I really appreciate being here with you, bro. Like you're hearing it here first, bro.
Yeah,
So I'm glad to be on here with you, man. I've been seeing your stuff, and I'm like, this guy he's gonna grow. Like your channel is gonna grow, man. You're consistent, and you're loving it. You can tell you love doing this, and that's how we're gonna get to the top is just staying consistent and just being happy with what we're putting out there.
yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean that's just Niner fans like sticking together and just helping each other grow. It's a cool thing. That's what I love about Niner fans. Like a lot of them are just they're really nice people, really cool people, such as you. And yeah, once I read your book and everything, once you reached out to me and I got the
Yeah.
book, I'm like, yeah, I got to get this guy on my podcast. I want to help him. Yeah, thanks for
Thanks, Cole. I'm telling you, man. And it could be any age, bro. And this book makes you feel good. And we talk about 49ers, and we read about the 49ers, and just seeing those colors of the inside the book. It's just a feel good freaking book, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah, I even love the end of it too, just like the inspiration of holding the Lombardi trophy with sourdough. Hopefully we get to see it one
Oh gosh,
day.
I know. I get that's the biggest talk is the ending, right? The ending of the book, and people are like, "Why did you do that? It's jinxing. Why did you do this? Why are you saying that? It's superstition." And I'm like, superstitious, and I was just like, "It's my book, damn it, and I'm gonna do what I want to do." So I put that we win it at home, man. I put that we win Super Bowl 60 at home, and I would just throw it out there. It's a dream, whatever. You're right, man. It could be fantasy. We'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. Just with this book too, do you have any plans to make any other like Niner books or any types of other children's books?
Yes, man. So with all the support and all the love that this has been getting, I'm super excited to start a little bit later on, but I'm going to start making more. I want to do like another edition, maybe a gold edition of this book, maybe a little bit more details. I didn't add the offense, but excuse me, I didn't add the defense in any of the pages. But if you, I don't know if you remember, but I have the offense in there. I got like a couple pages about our offense, but I didn't put much in there about our defense. So I would like to add a little bit more. So this is my first book. I've never published a book in my life, and I published this one, and I got my confidence up, my motivation's up, and we're gonna just continue, man. We're gonna knock them out, and there's a genre, and there's love for a bunch of other books for me, different teams, different sports. So yeah, man, I want to make some more.
That's cool. Um, when you're making this book, did you like consult anybody, like figure out like how do I get the materials like to build this book? Who do I reach out to? Like how do you distribute it?
Yeah. So yeah, it was like I said, it was a learning curve the whole time. I think I started back in February during the Super Bowl where the Eagles were playing the Chiefs. I was upset, right? They're playing the damn Super Bowl. And I'm like, I don't even want to watch the Super Bowl. So I just came in my room and then started going off. So this stuff you see in the back is like me brainstorming and me just printing out the words and printing out some picture ideas. And I was just pasting it on my wall like a madman and just trying to put it all together. And after a while, it was starting to come together and it was starting to make sense. And people are like, why did you take that? Why don't you take it down? I'm like, I'm going to keep this up for a while.
Yeah,
This is inspiring. So, but yeah, it wasn't easy, man. I didn't know what I was doing. I had a full-time job, right? Full-time job, being a full-time parent. So it was hard to, you know, make a book and give the book my whole attention, right? So I had to give attention to the family and life. But it's all done now. Now it's time to enjoy this, this finished product. So that's what I'm doing right now.
I love it. Um, what advice would you give to someone who wants to create something, just get out of their comfort zone like you did?
Man, it's tough. Like I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not for everybody, but I honestly think everybody can do it. I think everybody can do it, but I don't think everybody is willing to do it. But if you're really dedicated about something and you really want something, I believe you can get it. You have to stay focused and baby steps every single day to whatever your goal is. As long as you do something every single day, you gotta make progress, right? If
Mm,
you have to change up your routine, if something's not working, you gotta try something else, right? And just try things that you're not comfortable with, man. This is a whole new world to me, and I'm not comfortable with any of this. I'm kind of a shy guy. Like this is my first time talking on air, so I'm probably like stuttering. But
great.
yeah, but it's just I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. If you really want something and you really passionate about something, you will do the most and you will lock in and you'll get that Mamba mentality and you're gonna go get what you want if you really want it.
I'll tack on to that. I'm the same way. Like just creating this podcast and everything. Like I've been a shy guy like my entire life or whatever. And then COVID happened. I'm like, let me just talk about the 49ers because maybe this is something I want to do one day. I go to school for communications, which is something none of my family ever expected me to do because I'm not a talkative kind of guy. And look at us, just people like you and me, like we're trying to get out of our comfort zone and do things that we enjoy, that we love to do. And I definitely encourage anybody who's shy to do like new things, just go out there and do it. And just if you fail, you fail. That's life.
That I love it. That's exactly it, man. Because it's okay to fail. It's about that's that old saying. It's like how you gonna respond. Are you gonna get back up? And that shows your true colors if you can get back up and just shake it off real quick and to continue to your destination, to your goal. So it's about how you get back up and just keep trying. And people will notice that and people will respect your drive.
Yeah, I agree. Is there any specific page in the book that touches you the most or something that's something you really loved about the book?
Um, I will obviously enjoy all of it, right? Maybe I have my son in there. I have two kids. I have a 12-year-old daughter and I have a 3-year-old son, and I actually have him right here. So he's in the book. Him and his mom are in the book, and that's one of the pages I really enjoy to see him and with having like hundreds of books here in the house in the living room, he loves to open up that book and go straight to that page and show everybody. Every time we have guests over, he's like, he wants to show himself off in the dang book. But and then he'll show himself off and then he'll close it. I'm like, what about the rest of the pages? And he's just like, no, we don't even care about none of the pages or the colors, just him, and that's it.
So what were your kids' thoughts when you first told them that you're gonna make a book, or when it was officially published and everything?
They're like, Dad, you're crazy. Dad, what? Dad, you're not an author. I'm like, I know. And Dad, do you know what you're doing? No, I don't know what I'm doing. Dad, like, what? So it was just, it's shocking to everybody, man. It's still shocking to my mom and family and friends. And it's, but people are like finally warming up to it. And people are finally realizing, well, Stephen actually did what he said. And Stephen finally got this book done. And so now I'm kind of getting that, that pat on the back finally, so it feels good to kind of prove people wrong, or to prove, just to prove to myself, and to, just to prove that I could do it, and I'm doing it now.
That's admirable. That's really
Yeah.
great. So where can we find your book for our listeners?
I appreciate that. Yeah, so right now it's on bookshop.com. You go to bookshop.com and it's on there. You just type in The Life of the Faithful, or you can go to my bio on Instagram. I have it on my bio there. It'll send you there. And it's on my Facebook, my Instagram. I just got a TikTok, so it's on TikTok. But you click on my name and you find me on social media. I'll have my link in my bio.
Great. And you are at that 49er underscore guy, right? Is that correct?
Correct. Yep. At that 49er guy. And my first name is Steven. And so the profile picture is the cover of the book. So you'll see The Life of the Faithful.
Great. Are we going to be able to see you sometime at any 49er games this year? Are you going to be going up there again?
Yeah. So I just got back from the home opener, and that was just amazing, bro. That comeback win and stuff. And it's exactly what the book is, the life of a faithful, man, the ups and downs. And we didn't give up that game. Yeah. So that was awesome, right? So I went to that game. I'm going to the Thursday night football next week in LA, Levi South. Yep, Levi South. I'll be there Thursday night, and continuing the same thing is to promote the book and get loud at the stadium and hype everybody up.
Right. Another home game for the Niners.
Yeah, you know that.
Do you have any initial or final thoughts about your book? Anything you want to get out to the audience? Anything we missed?
So like I said, I'm putting all my chips in here. I'm giving all my energy and all my, everything that I have into this book, bro. Like I said, I had a 1975 classic Blazer, like an old school car, and I sold that bad boy for this dream to have that money to buy books, to do some marketing. So sold that, quit my job that I was working for for the government. So I was working a contracting position. And so I gave that up because it's very stressful. And I was like, I'm all in for this book and to make more books.
I love it. If we're done with that, then make sure you guys follow that 49er guy, that 49er underscore guy on Instagram. Make sure to reach out to him, buy his books and everything. Let's support his dream here. And yeah, guys, make sure to just continue to follow him, continue to support both of us here. Guys that like Steven right here is just an admirable guy. He likes to do, he does what he said, it sets his mind to, and it's really cool to see that. And so thank you so much for coming on, Steven. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Thank you, Cole. Thanks for having me. And I can't wait to see you start growing as well, bro. We're going to go to the top together.
I appreciate it. All right, guys, make sure to follow me as well. First and 49ers, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and X. Thank you so much for watching this first interview of many, hopefully soon. Steven here. Thank you guys so much once again for joining. Have a good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
Touchdown! San Francisco!